Hey everybody. Today we're going to be doing a cosmic energetic reading for the sign of Aquarius. Please keep in mind that these readings are based off of whatever the universe wants to talk about. That being said, energies are contextual and fluid, so if something is vibing with you, please take the time to identify, quantify what that may mean for you, and take the time to discern this message for yourself, okay? So overall, let's start off with the overarching planetary energies for the sign of Aquarius. Yes. Okay, there's a little conflicting. Cool, I guess. Nefarious Aquarius. No, for real stuff. Aquarius. What does... Okay, what is it that the universe wants the Aquarius to know? Okay, Aquarius, like, just making sure there's nothing in the deck. So, Aquarius, this could be a reality check. It could be. I'll put this into frame for you guys. This could be a reality check. Okay, so, Aquarius, you could be, taking time to be figuring out your own foundation. Could be understanding, could be taking time to understand, how you think, and how does you think relate to your own motivations, your own determinations, your own what's the other word? How does your thought forms relate to your drive? And how does that correlate with what you know, but also taking time to understand this foundation, or taking time to comprehend how does this foundation work for you, out of observation, like intuitively. This could be you trying to Aquarius, this could be you trying to figure out how is this rooted. This could be you understanding this framework of reality, and how is it so rooted for you. This could be understanding a new framework. This could be you comprehending an old framework. But intuitively, this seems like either a state of mind or a form or preconceived notion of reality that you could be trying to figure out how this is rooted for you, whether it's a new reality, an old construct of reality. You're literally like, this is literally like intuitively trying to figure out how does all this stuff correlate with one another. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the moment to check out the configuration, or the physical configuration of these energies. Ooh, that was a little... Hold on, let me get out the chair. That doesn't work for me. Alright. What is the physical setup? Nefarious Aquarius. Well, I don't know why. So... Aquarius, there could be something, you could be understanding what is it that's taking away from this construct. This could be you taking time, or trying to take time to identify what has been taking time away from you. Okay? That being said, there could be physical constructs either within you, or at least physical constructs either within you or outside of you, that are heavily or more oriented towards how you think and comprehending this foundation. But I'm guessing there's also something else that's out here that may be correlating between how you think and this foundation. Here, let me go ahead and put this right here. All right, let's go ahead. All right. Okay, Aquarius. So when it comes to how you think, what does that have to do with your foundation? How does the way you think have to correlate with the foundation of whom you are or whom the situation may be about? When you think, Aquarius, how does this correlate or identify with this foundation? How do you think of this foundation? What is this foundation for you? In the construct of understanding these roots, what is it that you are in the process of working on? How is this process that you're working on related to your path? What is it that's preventing you from progressing on your path? What is it that's keeping you trapped? How do you know what are the steps that are needed to get you from A, off the path, to B, back on your path? How do you know that you're off your path? What is preventing you from getting back on your path? And what is the work necessary for you to take so you can no longer feel trapped? Aquarius, in the context of what you think and the foundation of it, or excuse me, what you think and understanding what's rooted behind all this, what is it that you understand or identify that needs to be correlated between these two sections? What are constructs or concepts that are uniting between this foundation of how you think and understanding what's really rooted? What are components that are unifying between A and B? How do you identify this? How do you articulate this? Okay. Let's go ahead and check out some of the key components that may be more like in the context of your Empress energy. Let's see. Oh shit. Let's see some of the concepts that may be surrounding this construct for you, Aquarius. All right. Whew. Concepts. Okay, so deck energies that we have playing, and we have rain. So overall, Aquarius, intuitively, like, these concepts may be playing out for you, or intuitively maybe there's a need for you to be cognizant of how these constructs are just pelting you. Like, how are you cognizant of these concepts playing out for you intuitively? How do you know that these concepts are related to what's taking away from what this is? Okay. That being said, so when it comes to the motivations behind what it is that you know, you could intuitively be getting concepts of growth or moving towards a path of growth. This path of growth could be guiding you towards a wellspring of things that you know. These could be intuitive concepts that you may be gaining or be cognizant of, Aquarius. At the same time, in the context between what you think and understanding these roots, there could be some kind of respectable agreement or some kind of acknowledgement between what you know and what you, or not what you know, but what you think, and understanding this roots of, this could be some kind of agreement in the context of what could possibly be bothering you, but also you have like, well, that's different. Intuitively, you could be getting signs or signals that you could have created a self-perpetuating cycle between things that bug you and how you're feeding off of it. And intuitively, you could be getting signals about that. Intuitively, it could be you feeding off of things that bother you. Intuitively, this could be the case. That could be a concept that you could be getting in the context of how this concept may be playing out for you. This could be by taking time to understand what it is that's bugging you and how you've become aware of honing in on this concept construct. You could be understanding that it could be a blessing in disguise, especially in the context of being transparent / being vulnerable to it. It's like not so much as like a gift as a curse. It's more like in the concept of, because you're able to be vulnerable to it, you're able to theoretically perceive the subtle nuances of it. And it could be that in the context or in the concept of this reading, that maybe this may give further insight as into whatever this construct is that may help identify and bridge the gap as into why something may be, or why something may be rooted for you. Maybe this may help you unroot it or deroot it, depending on how this is playing out for you. That being said, let's go ahead and check out the current status quo of energies behind this construct. Ooh, that pestilence looks like it's got you trapped. I digress. Let's check it out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Hey. Hold on. So overall, we have the World card. So energetically, it could be the universe is talking to you, Aquarius. The universe, or your highest self, could be making things aware for you. Could be putting things in perspective for you. Especially in the context of how stuff is playing out for you, how you're able to perceive this, and what's really been energetically taking you, stealing your light, what's been theoretically taking away from you. In the construct of understanding this lesson, let's see. When it comes to you understanding how you think about this foundation, you could be, there's a lot of awareness of what's foundationally going on. This could be you understanding this foundation, and this is something that you are, well, this is something that you're literally working on. You're studying this foundation, you're working on it, and you've become aware of it, and which is a good thing. You're starting to understand. And I'm guessing the more that you become aware of this framework, the more you start to work on it, which means that the more you start to work on it, the more you start to understand this construct of this foundation for yourself. It's like the more you see it, the more you understand it, the more you know how it works, and the more that you can take time to fine tune your own framework of your foundation. Okay, that being said, and the construct of understanding how this is rooted and how this is related to, or understanding the union behind this or whatever this is that's rooted, or this fear that's preventing you from, that you're working on, that's preventing you from going back on your path, or whatever it is that could be perpetuating. You could be having experiences where you're starting to understand the truth behind your own beliefs. It's like understanding or intuitively understanding these beliefs and understanding the experiences of why you've gone through said experiences. If that makes sense. No, that didn't quite make sense. It's like taking time or having an experience to reflect on these preconceived beliefs and starting to have a feeling as into why things have played out the way they have. This is you understanding this feeling foundationally, like understanding physically, like why stuff has panned out the way that it did. This is you understanding why things happen this way. This is you understanding, based off of your own experiences, your own preconceived notion of your own previous beliefs, and like physically understanding why things panned out that way from a foundational perspective. Something about an elk. Something about an experience of an elk. Maybe this was an experience that was very postulated for you, and it was, I don't know, I mean, like it could have been something that was very like in your face, and this is just, this Aquarius, this could be you like recognizing this, like feeling this experience and really just be like, wow. That being said, in the context of understanding a possible link between what you know and this root, yeah, you could be aware of this physical experience, or it could be that this in the construct of this physical experience, you are cognizant of whatever this rooted foundation is or was for you. Okay, Aquarius. That being said, overall, Aquarius, there might be a need to focus a bit more on what it is. Like maybe there might be a need for you to be more cognizant of what it is that motivates you and how you know intuitively. You could be getting intuitive push towards concepts of growth that are pushing you towards, like, in the context of things that you know, and there may be a need for you to really intuitively focus more on that aspect. Maybe take the time to maybe, possibly, hypothetically, take the time to comprehend what it is that you know, and why is that inherently linked to this old form of roots, or what you know, and understand how does that correlate to this root. Maybe also take the time to possibly comprehend what it is that you think, and how does that correlate to your own passions and desires. That being said, there's a lot of like intuitive concepts that are mostly like surrounding how these things are formulating, but maybe possibly if you focused your attention more towards understanding the correlation between how you think and the motivation behind it, or taking time to understand the roots behind some of these things and how does that relate to what you know. Or it could be the fact that there could be things that you are thinking and understanding how they're rooting is because the fact that you're not paying attention to your own motivations and how they correlate with what you know. And maybe this is why you could be having an experience where you're starting to understand the actual correlations from this path versus what you think, and understanding the foundations of what you think. Yeah, overall this reading seems a little split, but it's okay, Aquarius. I know you'll come out on top somehow. Alright, guys, I hope this reading was helpful for you. Please take the time to evaluate what resonated with you, experience this information, and discern it for yourselves. Okay? Bye.